My name is Gloria Ward. If you do not know me, I have been sitting in this same chair for almost 3 years now. I am the founder of the I'm Loving Me Project, where we inspire women like you to live your highest and truest self. And the way that we do that is we give you the tools and the resources that you need to take your life to the next level. I am so excited about this year, guys. Those of you who have been with me know what 2021 means to me, to this platform, and where we're going. And so I am so happy that you guys decided to come and join me. And one of the things that I wanted to go through really, really, really quick before I get to the message today is just that, just to let you guys know that our membership platform for our courses website will be ready next week. What does that mean for you? That means that now you will be able to get with our coaches to really work on your business, forgiveness, your trauma, getting unstuck, all that stuff. We have done the work and we are ready. And remember, I built this community and building this community because we want to take our lives to the next level. We're not going to be doing what we did last year, right? We're not going to focus on all of the things that happened last year. We're not going to focus on the things that we should have, could have, would have done, right? That's why I entitled this message that take your first step now. It is time to take your first step right now, okay? Yes, it's January. I know you probably got it on your vision board. Oh, I'm going to lose 15 pounds. I'm going to finally go ahead and get that new job. I'm finally going to go ahead and start that business. Whatever it is that you have on your vision board and whatever it is that you wrote down for your New Year's resolution on what you're going to do, the bottom line is if this ain't right, then all those things on the list cannot be accomplished because you have to change this. You have to work on this in order for you, hey, Kim, in order for you to move to that next level, to lose that weight, to change the person and become the person you want to be. I tell people all the time, the person that you have in your head of the person that you want to be, that person needs to be worked on. That person has to come out. That person needs boundaries. That person needs rules. That person needs practice. That person needs a lot of stuff. You know why? Because you are so busy being the person you don't want to be, the person that is trying to come out and give and serve and love and do all those things. You need practice. You got to practice that, right? You got to practice that. So we have been working and we are living up to what we are saying where next week I think it is, because all of the coaches are going through their onboarding this week. Next week we're going to open it up for you to come in and be a part of our membership site. We're going to be pulling back most of our content from social media because social media has been so iffy lately. We just don't want all of our stuff, to get lost or someone else owns it. So we're bringing it on our own platform where it's safe. You can be as transparent as you want. You will have a coach that you can talk to at any time you want. And you can start to take all of those things that you put on your vision board and all that stuff, and you have a guide to help you walk through them. That is the whole point of this. If you are a career woman and you're trying to expand your career and get a couple of certifications, we have that as well. I think right now we have a QuickBooks, we have a Microsoft Office, and I'm trying to get like a project management certification. If you want to be a life coach and learn from our coaches, we have that too, where they're teaching those things. So it is going to be so amazing, but it is no more excuses. Okay. It is no more excuses. We cannot be in the same position that we are in last year, this year, right? It's just not going to happen. We're going to work on our minds, we're going to work on our health, and we're going to work on our pockets. Okay, we're going to work on that money. Those three things is what I told you guys that we would do last year, that now we are going to implement this year. And like I said, you have the opportunity to come if you want to, or watch from the background as much as you think you need to watch, or you can, get on board and you can come and you can fly along with us. Okay. So, you would need to get on our email list. If you're not on our email list, you have to go to our website, imlovingme.net, and go ahead and just get on our email list. And that's where you'll get all of the news and everything that is coming down the pipe. So, so that is that. I want to thank all of you guys who donated to the Students Without Mothers. We got to maybe like over $1,000, but we made it work where we reached our goal of 5,000. So thank you guys for all of those who donated to the Students Without Mothers. The kids are going to be excited and just ready for them to take on their year of being in college. You have really helped out. Most of the stuff that we do, we give them luggage, little refrigerators, little money so that they could get their oodles and noodles, all those things that a mom would do. That's exactly what we do for them. So your money goes directly to the kids, and they go ahead and they get the stuff that they need for school. So let's go back and talk about you. It's time. You have to be able to take your first steps now. It's time for you to take your first steps. Right? What are the things that you put on your vision board this year of stuff that you was going to do? When 12 o'clock hit for 2021, did you get excited about it? Did you get excited that 2020 was over? Or did you say, oh, well, nothing has changed but the time on the clock, right? In this year and in this season, what I'm going to stress to you guys is the fact that this is your year. I don't care how bad you think it is, or if you are broke because you spend a lot of money on Christmas, and now January 30th, when all of the credit card people put all the credit card bills in the mail and you got stuff due, you got to cut back. We ain't going to worry about none of that. What I'm telling you guys is right now, you have to be able to take your first step and start to do what you said you was going to do. 2020, we were nervous. We were scared. We had a pandemic going on. People were dying, right? We had people unsure. We had people who was afraid to do things. But now it's 2021. The way that the cycle happens is now we are in reconstruction. We're trying to build ourselves back up, right? We have children who have fell way behind in schools because they've been teaching from home, right? I read a report where the teachers are begging to see if the kids could come back to school because there was such a lag of falling behind. We had over almost 500,000 mothers who quit their job because they needed to stay home with their kids. But what is going to happen now? How are you going to take those steps now so that you can start to live the life you want to live? Because honestly, when you think about it, you have no excuse as to why you can't take one step towards your vision or your dream or where you're going next, right? You could say, oh, well, it's on my list to do. I'm going to get it done, Gloria. I'm going to make sure that I file for my LLC. I get my website done. I apply for that job. I go back to school. I'm just trying to see how I'm going to manage it all. Here is how you manage it all. You take a step. You take the first step. That's how you manage it, by taking one step. You pick something that is on your list that you know that you are supposed to do, and you go and you get it done. Even if it's big, and you say, you know what, I can't do it all in one day. It's going to take me a couple of months. It's going to take me a couple of days. Just take one step. Do something, right? There is nobody bothering you. There's nobody around you telling you, no, you can't. It's not the right time. That's you telling you that, right? Hey, Khadijah. There's nobody telling you, I can't, I can't get this done. You don't have enough money. You don't have this. That's you telling yourself that. The day you start to live is the day when you decide not to hold yourself back and go do it anyway, even if you're afraid, right? The day that you start to take action in your life is the day that you say to yourself, you know what? I don't give a damn anymore. I don't care what people think, what they will say. This is something that I want to do for myself, whatever that is. And now it's time for you to take that step to do it. My teachers in high school would say, excuses are the tools of the incompetent. I don't want to hear them, right? And they used to put that everywhere because we always would make excuses as to why we're not studying, we're not getting things done. Oh, my mom, we ain't got no lights. The dog ate this, the did that, or whatever. And one of the things that they would say when they say excuses are the tools of the incompetent is because there's other ways and other avenues in which you can get your stuff done. And you know that, right? Gloria, I'm trying to get my business off the ground and, it's just not working for me. I don't know why I can't bring in any customers. I don't know why I can't, go down to the office and fill out for my business license. Like, I'm trying to figure out all this information. What you're telling me is I need help because I don't know everything. Well, that's the first thing that you do. The first step that you take is you reach out for help. And you say, hey, here's the things that I want to do, but I don't know how I'm going to get it done. And then you say, well, Gloria, when I do look around for help, it costs so much money, or there's people who want to charge me a whole bunch of money for something. Well, I have to go ahead and do it myself because I can't afford to do it. Well, you haven't looked around a lot. We got a whole platform here where I think we're only doing it for like $17 a month, where you get access to all of these coaches and things to help you get you to the next level. Now, if you don't have $17 a month, then we got to talk, right? Because the whole purpose is to see you excel. The whole purpose is to get you to practice that you can take a step and you can take another step, right? But it is up to you to change that mindset. Remember what you battling with. You battling with at least 10, 20 years of thinking the way you've been thinking. Those voices just don't go away, right? But when we make decisions about what we're going to do, And we all know this: when we decide on something, we just do it because we do it in anything else that we do, right? I celebrated my birthday this weekend. Starting on Thursday, New Year's Eve, right? So that Wednesday, man, I decided to stay in the house that that last week all the way to that Wednesday to get all of my work done, because I knew that as soon as New Year's Eve hit, I wasn't going to do anything because I was going to get excited about my birthday, right? So I didn't want to come back to all this work and everybody upset because Gloria didn't do her part. But I made a decision to sacrifice for a little bit so that I can enjoy myself after. And that's exactly what I did. Y'all ain't see me. I was out, I was hanging out with my friends. I ate some good food. I had me some good edibles, right? And I was chilling. I was being and I was being me, and I was loving on myself, and I was enjoying the moment, right? I was enjoying the moment. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't do the sacrificing in the beginning, right? But when we make decisions on what we want to do and they firm, we just make them. But for some reason, when it comes to bettering ourselves and our life, we get shaky about it, right? We get shaky about it. And that's the thing that trips us up, because it's like, damn, I can make a decision that I'm going to the store. Once I go to the store, I'm going to get what I like. I'm going to come back. I'm going to cook. I'm going to just chill afterwards, and I ain't answering the phone. All those things, you making decisions, right? You telling people and you saying, what is it that you're going to do? I'm not going out. I'm going to stay in the house. I don't want nobody bothering me and calling me. I'm going to put my phone on silent, and only a couple of people can call me, and then that's it. Those are decisions. And you take one step at a time. You go to the store and you follow everything else. It's the same thing when you are thinking about your life and where you want to go and the steps that you take. Khadijah, you got a podcast. I got a podcast. I gotta make sure I book my guests. I gotta make sure that the stuff is valuable to my audience. I gotta make sure I have an outlet in which people can hear me and listen to me, and I need to grow my audience. Well, that's a tall order and a lot of stuff to do. But what is the first thing that you can do? What is the first step that you can take? I can go out and get me a microphone. I can go and figure out what platform I want to use. I can go and sit and practice coming up with topics, all those things, right? My point to you, ladies, is we are done playing small. We can't play small this year because there's too much at stake. And when I say too much at stake, look at it and think about it. And I keep saying this: the administration is changing on a government level, right? We also have policies and procedures that are in government that we're hoping will come to fruition, meaning that, we would be able to do more things as business owners, or be able to get more access to capital. Because remember, all of those people from Black Lives Matter, all of those companies that gave money to help build small minority businesses, women owned businesses, and programs for the kids and programs for us, all that money is piled up and sitting there, right? All that access starts now, right? Your job is changing, all that stuff is changing around. They're trying to figure out how they can get with the times and everything. So they're trying to figure out, they trying to get you to resubmit your resume so that you can reapply for a job, or you can apply for another job in the company. And you asking yourself, are you ready to do that? What steps can you take now in your life, right now, like today? What are the steps that you can take today just to move you a little bit closer to where you want to be? What is one step? If you're thinking about losing weight, I go back and forth with my weight all the time. And our Let's Live campaign that we have, I said, you know what? The only thing that I'm going to do to hold myself accountable is I have to do this. I have to get on here and I have to say to y'all, hey, y'all, look, I'm making my shake for the day. I'm doing this because other than that, I'll run to Popeyes. Let me tell y'all something. Who's on here? It's not a lot of people here. Let me tell y'all what I did. So I'm having a ball, right, for my birthday. I'm having a ball. So my friend, she gets these edibles, right? Like the little gummy bears and stuff like that. So your girl goes and not just take one gummy bear, but take two. Okay. So I was chilling. I was happy. But guess what? That hungry part, I got so hungry. I got so hungry. Now, by nature, I love to eat, right? But y'all, let me tell you what your girl did. And this is why I say that we always got to be working on ourselves. Your girl went to Honey Baked Ham, got two ham classics, right? So I got two ham classics, and I was like, man, I'm going to eat those. I know, Khadija, don't laugh at me. I said, I'm going to eat those. And, that'll be cool because you want like the sweet and salty taste. Man, can I tell y'all, by the time I left Honey Baked Ham, I had a whole pork roast. I had what I had, the broccoli parmesan thing, like the half of the side of that, and macaroni. So not only did I leave, that's why you don't go to the store hungry, right? Or stay in the house, right? By the time I left Honey Baked Ham, I had two ham classics, a whole pork roast, macaroni, and broccoli parmesan, whatever that they had, right? So I went and was going for two sandwiches and ended up with Thanksgiving food. And I'm sitting up here like, okay, I ate the two sandwiches and everything was fine, right? But now I got this whole pork roast, I got this whole thing of macaroni, and I got this whole thing of broccoli. It is just me. And I'm like, oh man, Glow, see, that's why we need to continue to work on ourselves, right? That's why we need to be able to understand and know the importance of taking steps and doing things in the manner in which you're growing. So I got all this food in the house. So the only way that I justified it, right, is I said, well, I ain't got to cook, right, for the next couple of days, and I ain't got to go out because I got a whole full Thanksgiving meal in here, right? But my point is that if you are going to make 2021 your year, you have to be able to take the first step. You can't be chilling. You can't say, I'm going to get to it. If you need it, reach out. We have a whole program. This Girls Leap Elite, is for people like us who we know, and I say us because it's me included, who know that they want to take their life to the next level, but just need a little bit of help getting there. Just need a little bit of advice, right? Need someone who will hold you accountable. Need someone who will talk to you when you need it, right? Need someone who will check on you when you disappear because you want to go do your own thing. Somebody who will reel you back in, right? To keep you on track. Because you got to remember what your life is. You're here to serve. God has given you talents. He has given you the ability to have all the activity of your limbs, not so that you can sit down and watch Netflix all day and get frustrated and stay at home and figure out why you thinking out of your 24 hours a day about somebody else who ain't thinking about you, right? But you're here to give of your time and your talents to the people who need you. There's something about you that people need, and they waiting on you to go ahead and do it. And they and you sitting trying to figure out why it's not happening is burning in you because you are afraid to take that step. Don't be afraid to take the step. Okay? When is a good time? Now. Now, now, now. Now. Not an hour from now, not 2 hours from now. Now is the time, right? Do what you can do so that it'll put a smile on your face. That will move you one step closer to where you want to be. And that's what we're doing all year, ladies. I'm telling you, I love y'all. I love y'all. And I want to see you grow. And we're going to do whatever we can to give you access to the information and the tools and the resources to do it. But we can only lead you to the water, right? It's up to you to make that decision. And you got to come with a plan. And even if you don't have a plan and you still trying to figure it out, that is okay. Most of us are, right? But the beautiful thing is that you took a step. That's the beauty of it all, right? So don't let your mind be clouded with all that junk and stuff, and you looking at your whole itinerary and the whole thing is confusing for you, and you're trying to figure out what's the best step to take, and you done wrote all your stuff down on a piece of paper and you just don't know where to start. You're overwhelming yourself. Okay, you're overwhelming yourself. The only thing that you have to do is keep it very simple. What is the next best move for me today to get me to where I want to be? That's it. What is the next best move today that I can make that will get me to where I want to be? And then you look at your list and you say, oh, you know what? Maybe the next best thing for me today is to uh, go buy me a calendar. If that's the next best thing for you to do, go buy a calendar. Go on Amazon and order the calendar. Let me tell you, you'll feel fantastic. Then the next day you tell yourself the same thing. What is the next best thing that I can do to move me towards where I want to be? Well, I got my calendar. Now I need to figure out whatever that is. Growth happens and it comes with you taking a step, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all your ducks in a row. You know how we talk? I gotta have all my ducks in a row first. I gotta have my money first. I gotta have this first. You don't have to have none of that. Because remember, you don't know what you don't know. And that's what you have to be comfortable with, right? You don't know what you don't know. So having all your ducks in a row, all that stuff is going to get busted up anyway, right? Because that's what you think you need. But the marketplace and society would tell you exactly what it's looking for, right? But the best thing that you can do is take a step. And that's all we're going to be preaching all year long, because Kim, Khadijah, and everybody else who's on here, it is time. I know you want to live a better life. Y'all probably got husbands and booze and all that stuff where you got dreams and aspirations and things that you want to do. It's time to retire. It's time to, do something else. It's time to live. It's time to let go of all the things that have been holding you back, those memories, and just love and live and enjoy your life, right? How are you going to take the first step on that? What is the next best move for you? And even if you don't know right now, how do you think you can get there? And the next thing you do is reach out for the help. Get the help. Get the resources. Like I said, get with the people who have walked the path already. Get with the people who have discovered their talents and allow them to show you how to discover yours. That's the whole point of this, ladies. That's the whole point. It's very simple, nothing complicated. The only thing that makes it complicated is this right here, because we trying to figure out all these things where you just got to take a step. So I want you to ponder on that today. What is the next best move for me that'll get me closer to where I want to be? What is the next best move for you at this particular point in your life? I don't want to hear come April, May, I'm still in the same spot, because then I have to come to your house, right? I don't want to hear that I've been trying for a very long time. I'm just upset. Don't let the old ways of you overtake your passions and your dreams of where you want to go. Don't let it do it to you this year. Be aware and recognize where you want to go. And that battle that you fight inside, go ahead and get what you need so that you know how to manage that so you can do what you want. So that's my message for today, ladies. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, get on our email list, imlovingme.net. We have so much stuff. Our Leap Elite is launching next week. $17 a month. You're going to get access to a whole bunch of coaches and resources to build your business, to get unstuck, to do all of that. I made it that cheap because I didn't want any excuses as to why you're saying you can't get and you can't get to where you want to be and you can't fulfill your vision, right? We're going to give you all the resources, all the coaches, all the stuff based on where you are. And what I did was is I didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves, right? Because I'm in it too, where the only thing I'm doing is business, or the only thing I'm doing is working on my relationships. The only thing I'm doing is working on my forgiveness, because that's not how life is for me, right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing every day and who's going to bother me, right? Or what my mind is going to tell me. But if I know I need to work on my mindset, I can log in and I got a coach for that who's going to teach me how to do it. If I know that I'm working on my career, I can log in and I got a coach for that. And if I know I need to work on my relationships because it ain't work out for me this particular day, I can log in and I got a coach for that. Somebody who will keep me in line with all these damn things that's going on so I can learn how to live my highest and truest self. And that's what we got. So I'll holler at you guys tomorrow and I'll keep you guys updated. But please go to the website, imlovingme.net, and go ahead and get on the email list.